everybody, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you about overdrafts. You may have seen these on your bank account statements. You may have an overdraft, but the inner workings behind them can get a bit, not complicated, but complex, because a lot of banks will do them differently to other banks, and it can be hard to find out exactly what situation you're in. So an overdraft is essentially an additional allowance provided by a bank, in the same way you would with a credit card, whereby the money is not actually yours and you will owe it back, but you can effectively use it if you're in a major emergency. However, the thing that makes overdraft different is that often they will have a fee just for entering the overdraft itself, and they will still charge you interest on top of it. Now, this can put you in a worse financial spot than you already were in, and it's why it's very important to check the specific terms and conditions that your overdraft is holding you into. You see, they can be a good tool in the absolute worst circumstances. However, honestly, I wouldn't have them. And in fact, I've closed the overdrafts on all of my bank accounts. Why? Because firstly, you should have an emergency fund saved up anyway, so that if something bad happens, you can still cover it. But also, if you go into an overdraft, it is noted differently to how credit cards are on your credit score. So this will immediately put a knock-on effect and decrease your credit score. Whereas if you were to pay it on a credit card, which again, I don't recommend, but if you pay the credit card off, then it won't hit your credit score at all. This key difference really makes them just not worth using. As I say, if you truly need some extra money in a pinch, it's the one example where actually a credit card might be the right choice, as long as it's within budget and managed sensibly. To be frank, if you're taking out an overdraft, it really should be your last option. And once you've saved up an emergency fund, I would recommend closing it, just so that you never accidentally stray into your overdraft, as that can immediately hit you with fees, interest rates, and a knock on your credit score. And that will last for years and years. In fact, a bad mark on your credit score for going into your overdraft can last within 5 to 6 years. That's a long time to wait to get rid of a bad notice on your score. So, for these reasons, I would stay away from them as best as possible. But if you truly need it, it is there. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful.